Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that cuts through the noise, finds those surprising insights in, well, sometimes just a single source, and basically gives you that shortcut to feeling properly informed.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're looking at what seems, on the surface, like just a simple gardening note. But, like always, there's usually more going on.
There always is, isn't there?
Ugh.
Especially with nature.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So, our source today, it's a blog post. It's titled Notes on Gardening, Part 629. Lagerstroemia, Crape Myrtle, is not your common landscape plant.
Part 629. Ang's been busy.
Seems like it. It's by someone named Ang, published just recently, August 18th, 2025. And that title, Not Your Common Landscape Plant, that really jumped out.
Yeah, me too.
Because Crape Myrtle, Lagerstroemia, everyone knows it's gorgeous, right?
Right.
So what makes Ang say it's not common? What's the hidden story there?
Well, that phrase really is the hook, isn't it? Not your common landscape plant.
Right.
Because in landscaping, people often want the easy wins. Plants that just work everywhere, low fuss.
Sure.
The reliable ones.
Exactly. But what Ang is hinting at here, and what we're going to dig into, is that every plant, even the really beautiful ones, has its own specifics. Needs, weaknesses, the conditions where it really shines.
Or doesn't.
Or doesn't, precisely. So we're going to peel back the layers on this crepe myrtle, look past just the pretty flowers.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Because Ang kicks off by describing Lagerstroemia as, well, pretty versatile, actually.
It is, yeah.
The source says it can show up in a couple of ways. It can be a shrub, like multi-stemmed,
Bushy.
or it can actually grow into a tree, a proper deciduous tree, which is quite a range, isn't it?
It really is. Gives designers or even just home gardeners a lot to play with from one plant type. Borders, shade, lots of options.
And Ang saw it used in a specific, kind of interesting place, planted along the middle of the road.
Oh, like a median strip.
Yeah, exactly. Which, that detail alone, it kind of tells you something, doesn't it?
It suggests a certain toughness, or perceived toughness at least.
Right, to handle road conditions, compacted soil, heat, maybe even fumes, stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes you think about the statement it's making there visually while putting up with all that.
What's fascinating here is how that adaptability, plus maybe surviving in those urban spots, really boosts its image.
Totally. You got a plant you can shape, seems tough, looks like a winner.
But the real reason people love it, the main event, is the flowers. Always the flowers.
Oh, absolutely. Ang describes them really well. Crinkled, crepe-like. You can just picture that texture, right? Like tissue paper.
Yeah, delicate but really vibrant. And they're not just single blooms, are they? They form these
panicles.
Yeah.
Large, showy clusters. It's basically a branched structure holding lots of individual flowers.
Panicles, right. So you get this big burst of color, like a sculpture almost.
Exactly. Huge visual impact. Often pinks, purples, reds, whites.
And they bloom for ages, don't they? Like summer right into fall sometime.
They do. That long blooming season is a massive plus for keeping a garden looking good for months.
So, okay. Beautiful, versatile, blooms forever, tough enough for roadsides. It's hard to see why it wouldn't be a common landscape plant.
It seems like the perfect package, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All those points argue for it being everywhere. It's designed to grab your attention.
Yeah.
Ang sets that up perfectly. It highlights why so many people do love it.
Yeah.
But, and this is the crucial bit from Ang's post.
The but.
The but. Despite all that amazing stuff, there's a big reason why it's not your common landscape plant everywhere.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. Because after all that praise, Ang points out it's not that common locally.
Which feels contradictory at first.
Totally. So beautiful, so adaptable,
Yep.
What gives. And the blog post nails it down to one thing. It's highly susceptible to powdery mildew.
Powdery mildew, the bane of many gardeners.
Is it really that bad?
Well, what's fascinating here is understanding why it's such a problem, specifically for crepe myrtle, and how it impacts where you see it planted.
Okay.
Powdery mildew isn't just like a little dust. It's a fungal disease. Lots of different fungi cause it.
Right.
And it literally covers the leaves, stems, sometimes even the flower buds in this white powdery stuff.
Doesn't sound good.
It's not. It looks bad, obviously. But the real issue is it blocks sunlight. The plant can't photosynthesize properly.
So it basically starves the plant.
Pretty much. It weakens it. Leaves can yellow, curl up, drop off early. And it definitely messes with the flowering. Fewer of those beautiful crinkled blooms.
Wow. Okay. So definitely not just cosmetic. It hits the plant's health and its main attraction.
Exactly. And Ang notes that this fungus just absolutely thrives in climates with high humidity.
Okay. That's the key link, though.
That's the kicker. High humidity, maybe moderate temperatures, a bit of shade, perfect conditions for the fungal spores to take hold and spread.
So places that are naturally humid, like the southeast U.S., for example.
Precisely. Famous for lush plants, but also that humidity. It creates the ideal breeding ground for this specific problem for crepe myrtles. It's a major environmental hurdle.
That makes total sense. So the dream of those gorgeous flowers comes with a potential side of fungal warfare if you live somewhere damp.
You could put it that way, yeah.
And Eng specifically says maintenance is a significant factor. Now, lots of plants need maintenance, but significant. What does that really mean here? Is it just more work?
That's a great question. It's less about quantity and more about the type of maintenance.
How so?
It's often reactive. You're not just pruning for shape. You're constantly watching for the specific disease, powdery mildew, and then fighting it.
Right. Like treatments?
Yeah, fungicides maybe, applied repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's time, effort, cost. Maybe environmental concerns too.
Okay.
Plus, you might need specific pruning techniques just to get more air moving through the plant, or spacing things out differently, stuff you wouldn't bother with for other less susceptible plants.
So it's targeted, ongoing pest. Well, disease management.
Exactly, which is a level of commitment many common landscape plants just don't demand.
Okay, I get it. So for someone thinking about planting one, it's not just plant and enjoy, it could be plant and patrol.
Potentially, yes, depending on your climate. You're signing up for vigilance against a specific enemy. It's a trade-off.
A trade-off many might skip if there are easier options that still look good.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Eng's final take is really smart.
Yeah.
Despite the mildew issue, the post doesn't just say, don't plant it. It still acknowledges, it remains an attractive plant to consider for landscaping.
Because it is beautiful.
It is. The blooms, the form, but only given the right conditions and available space.
Okay, those qualifiers seem really important.
They're crucial. It's about matching the plant to the place.
Yeah.
That's sustainable gardening, right? Putting a plant where it won't struggle constantly.
So let's dig into that. Right conditions and available space.
Mm-hmm.
Given the mildew issue in humidity, what do those really mean on the ground?
Well, right conditions goes beyond just sun. For crepe myrtle, it means full sun, like all-day sun if possible.
Why full sun specifically?
It helps dry the leaves fast, after rain or just morning dew.
Yeah.
Less moisture hanging around means less chance for mildew.
Okay, that makes sense. Dry leaves and happy fungus.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And excellent air circulation. That's huge. Don't cram it in a corner or against a wall where air gets trapped.
So stagnant, humid air is bad news.
Very bad news. Good drainage in the soil helps too, just for overall health. So it's climate, sun, and airflow.
It's interesting you mentioned climate because are there places where they are super common and easy?
Oh, definitely. Drier places. Think parts of the southwest U.S. Hot, low humidity. Powdery mildew isn't nearly the issue there. They thrive. It shows how common depends entirely on the local environment.
So a problem plant in one region is a star in another. Got it. What about available space then? Is that just about how big it gets?
It's partly that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing a variety that fits the spot when it's mature. Some are small shrubs, others big trees. But critically, it also means spacing between plants, giving them room to breathe, literally, allowing that air to circulate through the canopy.
So no planting them cheek by jowl.
Exactly. That creates those humid microclimates mildew loves. It also ties into choosing the right variety.
Different types.
Yes. Plant breeders have developed many newer crepe myrtle cultivars, specifically for better disease resistance, including powdery mildew. Choosing one of those can make a huge difference, especially in humid areas.
So smart selection is key, not just any crepe myrtle.
Definitely not. It's about the right plant in the right place with the right spacing and maybe the right genetics, too. It's holistic.
This raises an important question then. What's the final calculation? For the homeowner, the landscaper, what's the trade-off?
That really is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got this undeniably stunning plant, those unique flowers, the long bloom, massive appeal.
Mm-hmm.
But flip side, in humid climates, you have this major weakness. Requires serious, specific maintenance, maybe chemicals. Is that beauty worth the battle?
Right. Is the wow worth the work?
Exactly. It depends on your priorities, your climate, your willingness to put in that specific effort. There's no single right answer, just an informed choice based on knowing the plant and the place. It's a great lesson in making smarter, more sustainable landscaping decisions.
So we've really journeyed through Eng's notes, haven't we? Started with the sheer beauty, those crinkled crepe-like flowers, the shrub or tree thing.
Yep, the initial attraction.
Then hit the snag, that powdery mildew susceptibility, especially where it's humid, leading to that significant maintenance.
The hidden challenge.
And landed on Aang's balanced view. Still attractive, but only if you get those conditions right. The sun, the airflow, the space, maybe even the specific variety.
It all has to line up for it to be a truly successful choice in some areas.
And that's the takeaway, really, how just a few lines in a blog post can open up this whole complex story about one plant.
It really does. It shows you need to look beyond just how pretty something is. Understand its needs, its challenges, how it fits its environment.
Or doesn't.
Or doesn't. It turns seeing a plant into actually understanding it a bit better. Makes for smarter choices.
Absolutely. So, thinking about the crepe myrtle, with its own story of beauty versus challenge, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other plants do you see every day that might have their own hidden stories?
Like that hedge down the street or the trees in the park.
Yeah. Maybe they look fine, but they're battling some pest you don't see. Or they only thrive because of one specific little factor in their spot. How might knowing their stories change how you see the green spaces around you?
It adds another layer, doesn't it? Appreciation, maybe even a bit of empathy for the plant world.
Something to think about next time you're out and about. Take a closer look. You might be surprised.
Indeed.
Okay, that's our deep dive for today. We'll catch you next time.